control tower check is complete. Roger that. Starting automation sequence now. And bingo! We're perfect. Seems like everything's working fine. Hey, boss. Welcome to the humble abode. Carlton, I expect everything's worked fine so far? Yes, sir. I've encountered no glitches so far with the program, and everything the machine has done so far has been perfectly managed without any faults whatsoever. I must say, it's a brilliant concept. An entire geothermal power plant, crewed by one man and one machine only. It certainly impressed me all right, sir. With equipment like this, Morning Glow will be the head of the industry. Yes, that's why I've come to you today, actually. I've wanted a word with you. A word, you say? All right. Are we going through some financial issues? Is that what's it? No, it's not that. It's a little more personal. Come with me for a moment. Now, look here. Carlton, as an operator of the Morning Glow power plant's automated system, you must be aware of the dangers of such a new, revolutionary, and unprecedented piece of technology. Oh, but of course, sir. Every little wire and circuit in this machine has been perfected by the scientists who made it. It's scientifically proven not to fail, you realize. That's exactly what I'm worried about. After all the faith we put into this machine, I fear those precautions you mentioned have been all but forgotten. Boss, are you still harping on about safety precautions? You gotta give it a rest at this point. Joseph, it's not nice to drop into conversations like that. Hey, Joe. Since you've invited yourself into this conversation, what's your take on the power plant? Is it safe? Is the system dangerous? My take is that you worry too much, boss. The station has been tested with the automation system so many times it's practically impregnable at this point. Plus, you'll trust that we'll follow the rules, won't you? I'll say this, Joseph. I have more faith in you two than I do in the machine. But that's not the matter right now. We all have a big day tomorrow, so I expect you two to arrive on time, with no mishaps tomorrow. We get it, sir. You're paranoid. Whew! Listen to that noise. It's echoing around the walls. Soon it'll be the automation's noise, though. Once it kicks up, all the other crew members here won't be needed anymore. Except you two, of course. As the sole runners of a whole plant, the responsibility mounts on you. You still on about that? Give it a rest, boss. We know what we're doing. Just trust us with the plant for one day and everything will go swimmingly. All right. This is going to be a fresh start for a rickety old company. Joe, the machine is warming up. Is everything ready and set on your end? I'm standing by now, Carl. Are you ready? Oh, I'm especially ready to churn out some energy today. For this special occasion, I've got my own source of energy. You'll need it more than ever now. Enough talk, though. We got a schedule to meet. Fire the machine up. Roger that. Beginning power transfer stage 1. All programs switching to automation. Injection sequence begins in T-8 seconds. Stand by. Water pumps online. Pressure levels low and stable. Good. Steam levels are also balanced. Starting compression process. Woo! All systems are green. It looks like we're in business here, Joe. That's great, Carlton. I'm stepping into my process now. Phase 2, start. We've actually done it. The boss will surely be glad when he hears that nothing got messed up today, don't you think? But who cares? Talk to me, Joe. How are we doing?
Fine, from what I can tell. Seems like the automation is set for victory.
Fine, he says. That's not what I'd call a revolution for commercial electricity, Joe. I'd call it more of a... wait a minute. Joe? Something's wrong. Are you seeing any trouble on your end?
Trouble? Hang on a sec, Carl. I'm getting a new reading from underground. Carlton, there's an increase of fission beneath the plant. Our systems aren't taking it nicely.
Fissions? That's an issue. Right. I'm giving the station full power then. Uh-oh. Something tells me I overdid it. I guess the plant can't handle working under this much stress. I'm bringing the power back down.
That might be the best idea. The fissions don't look like they'll be settling down anytime soon. I'll keep a close watch, though.
Thank you, Joe. Joe? I can't slow the plant down. The machine won't let me.
What do you mean, it won't let you?
I mean, the automation isn't responding. None of my commands are going through to it. It's almost like it's completely bricked on me.
Okay, relax. Other than non-responsive controls, is the power plant running fine?
The systems are taking a beating, but nothing's fully broken down yet. I'll try and troubleshoot until the machine cooperates again. What the blazes is happening now?
Carlton, can you still hear me? Breach the frozen automation now and shut down the whole plant!
What is going on out there?
Joe, the subsurface injection has gone critical! I've still got no control!
Good Lord. I hope that's over now. We're not out of the woods yet, Joe. I think we've still got to navigate the forest until we're done. The computer is frozen stiff on me. No matter what I do, it's ignoring me completely.
But it can't do that. An automation this advanced wouldn't just quit on us.
Apparently it would. Ever since the fissions began, the whole plant has been entirely rejecting my command.
That's it! The visions! The combination of power and underground pressure changes threw off the machine's calculations. The automation program wasn't built to handle such power and circumstances, so to combat, it locked itself into the power conversion process.
So you're telling me that this is all my doing? I'm gonna be dead for this one, Joe. The plant can't run through this loop forever. We'd better get the boss down here. There'll be trouble soon. Really? What's happening out here? What happened?
The surge of energy has completely jammed the automation. The glitch in the machine is forcing the whole power plant to run continuously at its highest speed without stopping. Our systems can't cope with a non-stop battering, they're breaking down one by one, namely our water recycling facilities.
I don't know what you were thinking, Carlton, responding to fission with an increase of power, but there's one thing I'm certain of. You've put us all in a very terrible predicament, and maybe even several lives at risk as well. You mentioned our recycling facilities are failing on us. That means our energy export process is off balance. If we don't sort this out, the fissions will grow stronger, and our very own power plant will start an earthquake and wreak havoc on the city. Look, boss, we know this is bad, but we should be more concerned about how we're gonna fix this mess. We can't stop this on our own, Carlton. going to call another organization for help. Specialists who think outside the box.
Specialists? Like a geothermal power version of a bomb disposal team? Is that even a thing?
From what I've heard, they do more than just bombs, Joseph. I'm calling International Rescue to try and shut down the power plant for us. If anyone has more experience than you two, it's them. You talking about those Thunderbird people, boss? What can they bring to the table that we don't already have here? They'll at least try harder than you two are right now. There'll be no arguments. I'm sending International Rescue a distress call now. Once we're on the line, I'll patch them through to you both. Explain the issue to them yourselves. Emergency, emergency. Calling International Rescue. Emergency, emergency. Calling International Rescue. This is the Morning Glow geothermal power plant declaring state of emergency. We need help now. This is International Rescue. What is your situation? Go ahead, John. I've received a call from Morning Glow Power Plant, Father. They've declared a state of emergency. What's the trouble? Apparently, their automated computer that controls the plant has locked them out. They've got the machine's operators on the line who would like to explain the issue themselves. Should I page them in? Yes, but just in a moment, John. Scott, get Brains up here. We'll need his technical expertise for this one. Sure thing, Father. Now, to understand the problem here, we first need to understand how this power plant works. Please refer to the screen. The plant injects water into the geothermal pockets underground, which creates steam. The steam is pumped through a turbine and creates electricity. Normally, the steam would then be turned back into water to repeat the process, but when the automation froze on high-power recycling system failed, meaning the station will soon run out of water. And if we can't produce more steam, the change in underground pressure will mess with the tectonic plates and cause an earthquake. With the station stuck on full power, this earthquake could almost ruin the city we're powering right now. The question is, how are we supposed to stop this? Leave that to me, sir. I'm experienced with technology. I'll repair your automation and stop the plant before the earthquake starts. We'll also find a new source of water to keep the plant running. You're joking! You can't just waltz in and fool with our power plant. You've never even worked here before. Hey, pal. If even you can't fix your machine, then you know someone else has to have a go at repairing it. Plus, you'll never find anyone better than Brains. He'll find a way to fix your plant that you never even considered. Alright, settle down, boys. I think they get the point. Sir, you called us asking for help. That's exactly what we're giving you right now. I am the one at fault for this, so I guess I'm not one to talk this time. Right, it's settled. We're on our way to help right now.